Well, I am back, and it's good to be back. I've had so many requests to come back and start making original videos again, as well as digging in for old content to release. Some of that stuff that I've posted on here that you guys seem to love so much and keep watching and sharing was stuff that I personally transferred off of old VHS tapes and things like that. So it's pretty cool to see that material that I saved for so many years to still be relevant today and useful to you guys. So I want to start putting out new content again, but I want it to be driven by your areas of interest and your areas of concern. I have a poll up, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I want this to be more interactive. There's a lot more ways for us to be engaged, and I want to be topical and responsive to what you guys are interested in. I also still want to put up some of those old classic gems from Milton Friedman and Thomas Sowell, and let me know in the comments, who else would you like to see content from? What great economists and thinkers do you want to hear from? Do you want to see clips from, interviews from, and whatnot? And then I was thinking, as kind of a treat, once we get to 100K in subscriptions, I might do a few interviews. Interviewing people with great thinking, relevant topics, industry leaders, academic leaders, people that aren't afraid to answer the tough questions honestly, and get you guys really, truly thought-provoking and factual information to help you better navigate in this crazy world we live in. So back to content. I put this poll out less than a day ago, and already we have 141 votes. Inflation seems to be top of mind and most requested. I'll put the links to my older videos that I did on inflation. The fundamentals are still the same and still relevant. And as you'll see in those videos, one of the big leading factors in inflation is expectations. And we do have some high expectations that inflation is coming. We're going to talk about that. I'll make a video about that, but keep that voting alive. Let's see what we get to. Let's see what video actually comes up next. I'm guessing it still will be inflation based on this trend. And there's some things that are of definite concern. There are things that have been reported in the media that are not as much of a concern you may think they are. We'll cover all that. We'll dig in deep, and we'll talk about where we're at today and where we might be going. And you can't talk about one of these things without the other. There are definite tax implications that are on the horizon that are a threat. Cryptocurrency is a very interesting space, and some people think it may be a possible hedge against inflation. We'll get into the details of that, what this stuff actually is, what it's all about, how to speculate in it, and what's the difference between speculating and investing and gambling and the whole bit. It is an interesting space, and I think you guys will be quite interested to dig into it once we get going with it. I think I'll need to do a series of videos on that. And trade is still an important issue, and it relates to so many things in our lives that you may not even be able to wrap your head around at this point. And then again, the classic content is great. The majority of the videos on this channel are the classic content. And, like I said, the fundamentals don't change, and it's good to dig into it, and it's almost shocking to realize that these topics have been debated and discussed for so long, and keen insights were had, and not much has changed. So, our good friend Thomas Sowell once said, there are only two ways of telling the complete truth, anonymously and posthumously. Well, I'm not planning on going off for that dirt nap anytime soon. And anonymity is important. It allows you to speak freely when you otherwise may not. We all have jobs, we all have people in our lives that we self-censor for. And in this format, I can be completely truthful with you guys. I can give you great fact-based information. and it's quite liberating. Once you understand the raw mechanics of economics, it's very liberating in how to navigate in this world. And that's my objective here. I want people to be able to make better decisions and be resourceful regardless of which way the economy goes, so you guys can do best. And I gotta say thank you. I've been away for a long time, and I come back to 41,800 subscribers, and I can't even imagine what we'll get to once I start putting original content up again and some of that great classic content. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I want to say thank you. It's so sincerely appreciated, and it's actually inspiring. It gives me hope that so many people out there really want to have a true understanding of economics. They don't want to have glib talking points. They really want to get their head around these concepts and know how to navigate in this world in a better way. And that's inspiring to me, and I want to thank you guys. This is really encouraging, and it gets me excited to jump in and start making new videos. So thank you. I can't wait to read your comments, and we'll start getting rolling with new videos pretty soon. And thanks again.